Hey there, my name is Celeste, and welcome to my sewing room for this edition of Friday Sews, where we talk about sewing and a little bit about life. I hope that you are doing well, and if you are one of my new subscribers, welcome so much to my channel. I have been MIA for the past couple weeks, and I've tried to keep you just aware of what was happening through my community tab. So I hope that you'll click that notification bell as well as subscribe so that you'll know when I upload videos. So hopefully we're back on a more consistent schedule. So thank you so much for your understanding. So in my sewing room this week, I finally got all of that stabilizer that I showed you a few weeks ago. I was trying to think of a new organizational system and it epically failed. And so right here where I am sitting is where I have my machine embroidery station. And to my right is a chest of drawers that my grandfather made. And when he passed away, that was given to me. And so I had a lot of fat quarters in that chest of drawers. And as I was pulling them out, because I thought that would be a great place for everything machine embroidery, my hoops and my stabilizers, I realized that I really didn't have a lot of fat quarters because I had used a significant amount during 2020 making masks for a local hospital when we lived in Tennessee. Pardon me. So I pulled what I had, put those in a bin, and I had several yardages of fabric that I need to relocate. But I thought that would be, make more sense to have it close to where I typically do my machine embroidery. And I don't know, I got a frog in my throat this morning. So I feel quite accomplished because that led to other things getting organized and cleaned and just kind of a restart in the sewing room. Another thing that I did is I'm still working, still working on New Look 6529, and I am doing View C. And so my big win is that I actually took the pattern piece off the front. So today I have some contract people coming in to work on the house or inside the house. And so I'll be confined to this room for a couple of hours. So my goal is to maybe start stitching some of that up as well. So I'll get more of the pattern pieces taken off and begin that process. So hopefully next week I'll be able to show you more of the progress that I'm making on this pattern. So part of the life thing of why I was gone for a couple of weeks is that the Monday before Thanksgiving, my mother was rushed to a hospital in South Georgia. So I had really hoped that she would have been brought here to my city in North Florida. However, that hospital was much closer. They're a level 1 trauma center, and she was very critical. She was unresponsive in that she still had a heartbeat, but they couldn't wake her up. And her blood pressure had dropped significantly. Her heart rate had gone sky high. So for the best scenario, that is where they took her. So I rushed over there. It's an hour and a half from where I live. Monday and Tuesday, I kind of lived at the hospital. She was placed in ICU and remained there for nearly 14 days. So after 2 days of being there, I came back, kind of, changed clothes, got a shower, and took a little bit of a nap. And so every day for those 14 days, I would drive an hour and a half every morning, stay all day, and drive an hour and a half back. I am so appreciative of the ICU nurses because, there's only certain visiting hours, but because I was driving so far and because she was not able to communicate, she became very, very confused. So she wasn't able to share medical history and all of those kinds of things. The ICU nurses said, you have been really nice and you're not interfering when we're in here. So, you could stay in the room during those non-visiting hours. There's a little chair over there and, we'll be fine. And so I'm very thankful that they did that. I know they didn't have to do it, but I was able to be there with my mom, even though she didn't know that I was there. But one day, I just thought I just need to get out. I'm going to go find something nutritious to eat. And I thought, I wonder if there are any unique sewing or quilting shops in Valdosta, Georgia. And I found one about a mile or so from the hospital. So I decided that I needed just to go in there just to kind of have a mental break and just kind of take a breather, It's been very stressful. And so if you're ever in Valdosta, Georgia, I hope that you will check out Pinwheels. I will link their information down below. It is a huge quilting shop. Every type of quilting cotton that you can think of, print-wise, they have. In fact, when I compare it to the Joann's in my city, it is about half the size of our Joann, so it's huge, huge. In addition to quilting cotton, they have all the kind of, interfacing that you would need in your journey of quilting. They have patterns, but they also have machine embroidery type of things like the hoops and the thread and the embroidery stabilizer that you need. And so I wasn't able to stay long because I needed to get back to hopefully speak to my mother's physicians when they returned. But I did pick up some of the stabilizer that I need for my t-shirt quilt that I'm working on. So I am looking forward to getting that done. I bought 4 yards. I know that will not be enough with the amount of t-shirts that I still have to cut out, but that gave me an opportunity just to kind of interact with their staff, which all of them were knowledgeable, which is refreshing because sometimes when you go into some of the big box stores, unfortunately, not all of them know a lot about sewing or quilting. And they had a huge sewing class going on, but they still had plenty of employees to take care of the other customers that came in. And just very, very kind people. So if you're ever in Valdosta, Georgia, I hope that you will check out Pinwheels. And this is not sponsored. It's just a good customer service experience that I had, and I want you to experience that as well. So just a kudos to them. So that is what I have been kind of working on. And I've also, and we're still working on New Look 6529. I have taken the pattern piece off of if I haven't already told you that. So I am stuck in the house for a couple of hours, so I'm hoping that I will get some of that done while I'm waiting for my contractors to finish up some work that they need to do. So as far as life is going on, update on my mother. She was discharged, thankfully, but we're kind of on that edge of palliative hospice, determining that, and that is all based on her and how she responds to different medications that they have put her on, if she'll take her medications, if she'll do her physical therapy. She had 2 life-threatening infections that were resistant to antibiotics. Her heart rate was sky high. Her blood pressure was low. Her MAP numbers were low. And so that was just, it took time to get all of that worked out. In addition, she became very confused, and that was because of them taking her off some of her medications that she was accustomed to, as well as the antibiotics that they use to treat those 2 infections. And so in the process, we found out she has 2 kidney stones, one in each kidney. So that's another layer of things that we're having to deal with also in the future. So I have been kind of just still trying to coordinate all of her care, making sure that that's up to date. And then my uncle, who I have not seen in 12 years, is coming this weekend to visit her. And so I've been frantically trying to get our home decorated for Christmas, as well as we're hoping to host some holiday parties and dinners if we can, based on her, where she is and her health. We love to do that. So I am working, got it done. I'm so thankful for that. So, when you start, I don't know about you, but when you start one organizational thing, it leads to organizing much more. I mean, you only said, I'm going to just do this one thing, but I've organized that entire closet. So we'll see how functional it will be. We'll see how this works over here, and I probably will be reorganizing it again. So I hope that you are doing well. I hope that December, although I cannot believe that it's already the 7th, has gone by quickly. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I just love spending my time with you, and I want to welcome my new subscribers. I hope that you will take the time, if you are new to this channel, to subscribe and click that notification bell so that you are notified of other videos I upload. And I'm very good about doing it every Friday, but these past couple weeks, family has taken that priority, and I know you understand that, and I appreciate that so much. So have a wonderful day. Happy sewing. Follow me on Instagram. I would love to see kind of what you are also working on. I try to also follow people that follow me on Instagram, so I'd love to get inspiration from you. So have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.